Chapter 41. And to everyone who keeps flaming this Gitsliff! I bet you probably all know who Geronway is! You probably all preps and pausers! 11,111! Anyway, someone hacked into my account in November and they put up my last chapter, but now there is a new one! I'm sorry for not updating for a while, but I've been really busy! I'm trying to finish the story before the new movie comes out! I'm gone on vacation for a month, so I won't be back until about 2 weeks! OMFG Draco is so hot in all the pics for the new movie! 111, I wanted them to put a cameo by Geordway! Lol, he has on to play Draco! If you flame, he'll slit my wrists! 11 Raven, you rock girl, have fun in England! 666. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around, I was wearing the same outfit I had when it performed with Black Sterks. I looked around confusedly. It was the Norse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Marlin Munson, 1111. Just imagine that he is an 80s gothic band dog, cause he is more old than Panic at the disco. There was also a gothic Blake Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing alien and Blake clothes. On it said 1980.
OMFG, I'm back in Tim again, 111.
I screamed loudly. Suddenly Satan. This is actually Voldemort for a photo reference! Voldemort was wearing a Blake leather jacket, Blake tight jeans and fishnet pants. He looked so sexy, I almost had an orgy. 11. OMFG, Enoby, are you okay? He asked gothically.
Yeah, I'm okay for information.
I snapped sexily.
OMG, am I dead?
Because I remembered I had jumped in front of the bullet from James' gun. I also remembered seeing Draco doing it with Snap. 111. I guessed that when I had slit my wrists I had went back in Tim instead of dying. I know I could go forward in time if I found the time toner or the Tim machine. No, we're not dead, Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexily and smoke came all over his face. We're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. Come on now, let's go see how Harry's dad is doing. I know that the real reason I didn't die from the bullet was because I was from the future.
WTF! James almost shot Lucius.
I said Indigwally. I knew that James had really been possessed, but I didn't want him to know I knew. Yeah, I know, but he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress. Satan reasoned evilly.
I guess that's okay.
I said because James hadn't really shot Lucian. Also, I knew that Lucian would now have 2 arms instead of 1. I walked seductively outside with Satan. Suddenly, I saw a totally sexy gothic bi guy. 11, he had bleached blonde hair with Blake streaks up to his ear and he was wearing gothic Blake e-leader, a Blake Green Day t-shirt. It showed Billy Joel with blonde hair since it was the 80s! Blake Congress shoes and black baggy pants. He walked in all sexily like Jared Way in the video 4 I Don't 3 You Look I did yesterday and you could see a Blake tear on his face. Look the woman in that video. Hey! He said all quietly and gothically.
Who the fuck is that?
I asked angrily because I did not know him. This is Hedwig! 11, said Volksimort. He used to be in Black Stirks, but he had to drop out because he broke his arm.
Hey, Hedwig.
I said seductively, even though I was not trying to lol, hi, Enoby. He answered, but then he ran away because he had hair of magical creature. He was humming welcome to the Blake Parade under his breath. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is, okay?
Bye.
I said all sexily. That was Hedwig. He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up. Satan said sadly, looking at his Blake nails.
OMFG, I can get you back together.
I said, fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket. A Blake Cute is what we aim for, Cydio iPod that I could take videos with. Does no one else know about them? They kike us!
Okay, you can forget about your classes for now, Hedwig. I'm going to show you something great one.
I led them to the Great Hall.
Come on, you guys.
Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the Great Hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James because he had tried to shoot him. Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche, he shouted at him. Draco is never going to be friends with Vampire now. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Tomorrow. Snape agreed, but I knew he was lying because it had been his fault James had almost shot Lucian.
Quiet, you guys!
I said sexily. My plan was working out great. Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him. Now Vampire's dad would never die and...
Och, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can start making out.
I said, and I started to film them with the iPod. Cool, said Sirius as Voldemort and Hedwig started to make out sexily. We watched as they started to take each other's clothes off sexily. Tomorrow, Sirius, Snake, and Lucian all watched because they were probably bi. I knew Snape was bi. Oh my fucking god! Voldemort! Voldemort! Screamed Hedwig as his Glock touched Voldemort's. But suddenly everything stopped as the door opened and in came... Dumbledore and Mr. Norris! 111,111,111,111,111.